Hey everyone, so I am back with another tutorial, and this time we'll be doing a full set with a nude and marble look. So I actually forgot to start recording until like the time I put the tips on. So before you apply your tips, you want to make sure that you push back their cuticles, cut down their nails, and remove the shine from their nails, which is the usual, prepping of the nail. Then you glue the tips on. You want to cut them, measure them, and you want to also make sure you blend their tip in. So right now I'm just shaping it, and we are doing the coffin shape. So I do have a video on how to shape nails, so I'll leave that in the description below. And the thing about shaping the nail is, like even if your acrylic application isn't where you want it to be, as long as you have a good shape, like that would make your nails. A shape will make or break your nails. Alrighty, so all my nails are shaped and blended. Now I am applying my OPI Bond X primer, and that's just to prevent any lifting. So you want to do that on all 10 fingers and just on a natural nail. So now we're going to start the acrylic application, and remember, you want to work with as little acrylic as you can. That way you save your time. Time at the end, because you won't have as much filing. So as you can see, I did one bead in the middle and then one closer to the bottom, and then I do one back in the cuticle area, and then I do another one over the whole nail. One of the main things is you want to make sure that you don't use too much acrylic, not only because you don't want your client to have really thick nails, but because you don't want to kill yourself at the end having to file all that off. So remember to work smarter and not harder. And you also want to make sure that you get that cuticle area really good, because if you leave any acrylic over the cuticle, once it starts growing out, your nails will lift, and you don't want that. So make sure you don't put your last bead too close to the cuticle, and if you do, just clean it off. Alrighty, so when you are done with your acrylic application, we're going to go over to shaping or reshaping the nail. So you just want to make sure you get those corners. As you can see, some of them will be, stuck to her skin or something, because I think I did a little too much acrylic on that pinky. But you want to make sure that you get those sides really good, and make sure you straighten it up, because I know a lot of the time your corners might be curvy or something, so you just want to reshape it and get that perfect shape. Once we do that, we're going to go and file the nail and buff it. So we are filing the nail with the electric file, and the most important thing, as you can see, is you want to make sure that you get really close to that cuticle area, because if you don't, and if you leave any little gaps in between there, you will have lifting, and water can get under there, and once that moisture gets trapped in there, that's how greenies happen. So you want to just avoid that and make sure you file really good around that cuticle area, and then just file over the whole nail just to make sure you don't have any bumps or lumps. Alrighty, so we have made it to the end, and you want to just make sure you buff your nail really good, just so you don't have any of those scratches from your e-file. And you also want to make sure you get under that nail really good to get any of those rough edges off. And after this, we just wipe, dust, and time for polish. Alrighty, so for this design, I will be using this white gel polish by La Palme. And I will be doing this white on this ring finger and the index finger with some marble. And then on her pinky and thumb, I'm going to be doing a nude gel polish by Elite 99. And I'm not sure the name of it because they don't have names. They come with numbers. And then on the middle finger, I will be doing like a glitter ombre. So keep watching. Alrighty, so for this glitter ombre, you wanted to just do any base coat, and I am using a loose glitter that I mixed up, so it's just golden and some silver holographic in there. And you want to dip your brush into some acetone just to, get the glitter to stick on it. You want to just place it on the nail and just brush up and just make sure it's evenly distributed. And you kind of want to just pat it down so the glitter, is laying right on the nail. And that's it. It's really simple. So we're going to do the other one. Same thing, do a base coat. You dip your brush in the acetone, then into the glitter, and then put the glitter on the nail. You place it down and then start brushing up. And you want to make sure that the top of it is, blended kind of good. So where it's more glitter at the bottom and then it kind of fades at the top to give you that ombre effect. And that's it for that nail. Alrighty, so I did 2 coats of the white and 2 coats of the nude. So now we're just going to do our marble. So you want to just draw some random lines. You want to dip your brush into the acetone and just dab your lines so the polish spreads out. And you want to go back and redraw your lines and tap them again with the acetone, kind of just to fade them in a little bit. And then you want to go back in and redefine your lines again, and you kind of want to just keep doing that until you get that look that you want. And we're going to do that to that ring finger and the index finger. Alrighty, so we are done with the marble, and I will be applying these gold strips. And you want to make sure that you apply the strips as close, or cut them down as close as you can to the nails to where they're not hanging off, because these are really easy to come off if you don't do them the right way. So you want to cut them all the way down to where they're not hanging off the nail, and I can't stress that enough. And once you do that, you want to do a top coat, you cure it, and then you take it out. And you want to make sure you file off those little rough edges, because it will lift up at the corners. Like if it's not all the way, glued to the nail, they will lift up. So I'm doing my top coat right here. And then once you take it out, you want to, like I said, feel around the corners. You want to file those little sharp corners off and do another top coat. And this way you won't have any problems with them coming off. So we did a top coat on all her nails, and we did a second coat on the ones with the strips. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a really pretty yet not too difficult nail design. So hope you guys like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Bye bye.